Yeah, we had an opportunity for him to get to his left hand. Stanley rolling to the basket, Melo as a shooter behind the play. They switched out, and at that point, the hottest guy in the gym has the ball in his hands, ready to make a play. I had no problem with the shot he took. He's 3 for 6 from the three in the second half, and he went for the win. He knocks that down. We're talking about one hell of a win, and it just didn't go down for us. But Russell was spectacular in that second half. 30 points, and just really willed our team into an opportunity to steal one on the road.
You mentioned Russ as a primary takeaway. What do you look at in terms of falling down by double digits in both halves and then kind of charging back? What do you see as the overall flow there?
Yeah, well, we wanted to come into tonight's game with a real positive spirit, positive attitude. We were a little outside of ourselves in the Philly game. We didn't play well enough, and there was some frustration showing. And we just wanted our group to bring a positive attitude to the game, knowing that we're going to have a lot of guys that don't normally play, get opportunities to be in there. And we knew that might be a little bit bumpy early, and it was. But our guys grinded through. I thought DeAndre, Wayne, Bays, and Trevor, guys that have not been in the normal rotation, came in and all contributed at a high level, and were a big part of us having a chance to win this one.
I think an extra question after watching Russ play that way, especially in the second half, is like, how do you guys battle that and get that when AD and LeBron are there?
Well, that's going to be something that we can build on, honestly. Like when we see him do that in Lakers uniform in our system, with the way we were screening for him, those are there's lessons in every game, and that's one of them that we'll take. That he can carry the load, if we're getting him downhill the way he was tonight.
It's sort of a quick follow-up to that. He's made it clear that he's been willing to do whatever to try to adjust and to play off of other players. With guys not, he didn't have to adjust to LeBron or AD tonight. It was kind of, him. You think that helped him and made him maybe a little more comfortable?
What, just being out there without those guys?
And just kind of being able to go and not think about that type of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, we believe he can do that with those guys in there. I don't think it's that different for him. You'd have to ask him that, but I just think knowing that a lot of times he's trying to set those guys up. So there is an element of that of him being a team player, wanting to to contribute to making their lives easier. That's part of what he wants to come here and do. So for him to just be able to attack like that was it was just good for him to see that level of comfort in our system.
Obviously, a lot of different context here, but a week and a half or so ago, you were in a situation where you had Russ out of the game, and then I'm sure tough conversations followed, and a lot of trying to figure out what was going to happen at this point. Are you going to trust Russ not only at the end of the game, but to kind of take the reins in that second half? What has the working relationship been like for you guys in the last couple of weeks since that tough conversation?
Honestly, it's a good, healthy partnership. Like we're in this together, and it hasn't been always perfect for us. But we all want the same thing, and we all have a healthy level of respect for one another in terms of doing whatever it takes to get there. And it's a long season. I wouldn't count this team out. I'm not saying that because of this game and anything like that, but we have a belief in what we can be. When all the pieces finally come together and have a chance to gel. We've seen it in different bursts. In different situations with all of our three, stars and with the role players as well. So, we just got to put it together. We got to make sure we win enough games to position ourselves down the stretch, and hopefully get into the playoffs and have a chance to do some damage.
Frank, you guys cut it. Well, you guys are early deficit and cut it down, and kind of back up again. And you made obviously the final push. Stick to it at this, or I guess.
Perseverance, better word.
Well, who's fueling that, and what's it like to be a part of that, knowing that the group is still staying with it?
Yeah, I was proud of them. I mean, honestly, very proud of them, because we were a frustrated team last night. You know what I mean? And you can become disconnected. I've seen it throughout this league over the years. That like frustration creeps in, and you start separating. And this may be a game that we needed, where we got to get a lot of guys in there and back in the fight with us. And there was great perseverance. There was a positive attitude and a positive spirit to how our guys played. And you guys weren't in the huddles and everything, but I want to credit Russ for really being locked in mentally in the first half when it wasn't going our way, of like in a positive way, showing a lot of leadership, being very vocal. We got to do this. We got to do that. Okay. We got to get this coverage right. We got to rebound the basketball, set these screens at this angles. And he was very determined tonight, and even though it showed up in the second half, the determination was there with his leadership in the first half.
Coach.